Hi guys, this is Zizi here from Backgammon Coaching, and today we've got episode number 19 of Positions of the Day. Today's episode is again taken from Backgammon Strategy Group, where people can post their position and they'll get answers from expert players, world-class players, and other people in the group who like to help. This position 2-6 is more for intermediate players, but I think I can give you a valuable tip, and it's connected to the thinking we used in the last episode as well. If you remember the last episode, what we did there was comparing two futures of what can happen, right? So here, this is a money game, and we've got 2-6 to play. So we obviously need to enter on the 2, there's nothing else. So let's enter on the 2, and now we've got two choices where to play our 6. So 1, we could play 13-7, which would look like this, or we could play 8-2 and make this move. Now, before I'll tell you, I can simply tell you some rules of thumb, as you may hear all over the world, that you shouldn't strip your 8 point. You should not play 8-2 because it's just dumping a checker. Well, it's all true, and in this case, well, it's true. And yes, you should unstack the 13 point. But well, does that really explain to a beginner when it should not be correct? I've seen so many moves where you should play 8-2, and I've seen so many times when you shouldn't unstack the 13 point. So that you should just unstack your point. That should not be a reason I would give to you. But what I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna give you a proof that 13-7 is better than 8-2. Oh, I have to put it on the bar back. So now let's compare. Let's do what we always do. After playing 13-7, yes, it's a triple shot. So what is going to happen? What's going to be our shape? Yes, most likely we are going to get hit. Agree completely. But, well, getting hit doesn't always bring us the worst, you know? You get hit in backgammon just so many times every game. So it's like we don't want to be scared of a hit, especially in this position. We cannot be scared of any hit. So you really have to identify when you really don't want to get hit, or when you actually maybe prefer to take some risks in order to keep your structure and keep the position still nice. So let's see and let's compare. Once we play 13-7, yes, we know we're gonna get hit, so opponent's gonna hit us, but well, what happened? Our position is still okay. It's still just not 50-50 game. Of course, he's got advantage, but well, it's still very playable game, right? He's gonna hit us, hopefully, and probably not gonna cover. And well, we can just enter, maybe anchor up, maybe hit something. We can do a lot of stuff. The problem with 8-2, as I mentioned, what's all said is true, that you don't wanna play 8-2 unless you've got a reason, because it really dumps the checker and makes your position worse. In this case, really inflexible. You've got just 2 checkers here, 6 checkers there, and you basically got nothing going on. Like, what do you hope for? Even if you get missed, what's the roll you're hoping for? Aha, that's the problem. There's nothing to hope for. I'll tell you what you hope for if you make this move. You hope for that you don't get hit. You hope for that then you roll something like 5-4. You hope for that then you will roll like 3-1, double ones, and just make your game perfect. Well, that's kind of dream scenario. That's not gonna happen, most likely. So what's gonna more likely happen when you do this? Well, if he hits you, it's way worse than he hits you like this, because, well, you just don't have a nice structure anymore. So now if he hits you, it hurts you definitely more. If he doesn't hit you, well, then he's just gonna make the 4 point, and you'll just end up leaving another shot and another shot and another shot, and eventually he will hit you anyway. So backgammon is a game where you just have to expose yourself sometimes. So you just get hit where you hit. I mean, that's just the nature of the game. So there is something about sayings like play flexible, unstack the point and so on, these kind of fancy things, which doesn't make, they make sense, but they don't prove the right thing if you don't understand it correctly, because then, well, once you see that playing flexible is not the right way, then you will not understand why it's not the right play. But of course, this is basically explained why at this position you should play flexibly, and now you've got even way to understand it. I mean, why you should play flexible at this position. Because, well, now even if he hits you, at least you kept your structure. If you play this, well, if he hits you, it's bad. If he doesn't hit you, it's bad. So that's why you've got nothing to hope for. And yeah, of course, we could talk about this position 30 minutes where I would go over many other things. But of course, over the board, we want to simplify it and keep some standards and keep the pace how we should play. So yeah, 13-7 is the right option, since even though we know we're gonna get hit, most likely, unless he rolls like 2-1, well, double one, I mean, then yeah, then it's still gonna be okay, So this is a good thing to realize. This is a good way, good position compared to the last one where we were basically comparing after 2 moves, what's gonna happen, how you wanna see the game, how is it gonna develop in the next moves. And these questions you wanna be asking, okay? This is the way, when you're lost, what you should do. Thanks, guys. This is it. That's it. And I'll see you next time with episode 20. We are moving fast, it seems. So see you. Have a good day. Bye-bye. If you enjoy learning about backgammon, watching backgammon, we upload videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Make sure to subscribe so you will not miss any of our content. And remember, when you think there is nothing else coming up, there's always something coming up.